Well, there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. So things are underway. It is our understanding that they've gone with a 4-5-1.
Well, the lone striker has to be prepared to do some of the work himself, but essentially he needs two of the three central midfielders to make runs beyond him and trust that the wide men can service the penalty box and make those link-up runs from out to in. He should get...
It's Neymar! And that was struck with genuine force.
Neymar clearly feels he did everything right there. He really wasn't that far away.
Scotland with the corner, they're first. Van Dijk getting this one clear. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Great ball, and he's in here. Mbappe! Goal, Scotland! And Scotland are in front. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Inter Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now that's well seen too. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. And this is Mohamed Salah. And he's in on goal. Goes for a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Rodri. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And this is Mohamed. He's had a shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Caicedo. He's gone for goal. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Messi. To Bruno Fernandes. And it's Caicedo. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Ansu Fati. And they are prompt with their pressing. Pressing high and with purpose. He's picked his way through. And the shot! It's hit the upright. Rodri can get it clear. Played into the box.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
Caicedo to Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now, can they get him away? Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Son Heung-min. And here's Mohamed Salah. Ansu Fati. Inter Milan have it back and can go again. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Mbappe. He's shifted it to the flank. And he's managed to get free. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Mohamed Salah picks it up out, tries from distance.
Scotland really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And it's Neymar. And here's Mohamed Salah. Bruno Fernandes. No, he's not getting his way this time. The referee's awarded a free kick. Son Heung-min. Now it's Mbappe. Spread to the right.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's a lovely, neat pass.
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Bruno Fernandes stood up well to him there. And here's Neymar. Oh, well played, well played. And the whistle goes for half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. We'll to look back on the first 45 minutes.
Scotland probably looking to come in with a bigger lead, but overall I think there's plenty for them to be happy about. They should look to carry on as they are, although a little more composure in front of goal would be perfect.
Scotland leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at the break. And so the action is resumed. Scotland leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Rodri. Good ball, good take. He's chosen to go back. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. And that is not getting there.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Played over towards the opposite flank. Now it's Mbappe. And that has left him in a heap. Ansu Fati.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Team still separated by the game's only goal. Serginho did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Bruno Fernandes. Just about up to the hour now.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953 spettatori.
Chance, surely! And for a moment, time stood still. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Davis, who does have an assist to his name. So what can they make of this? Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Scotland are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's got away. Salah has crossed into the middle. Oh, important interception. Now it's Neymar. Plenty to aim at here. And a chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Yeah, it was pretty clear the manager's not been getting what he wants out of his players, so a substitution was going to come. I think it could have been sooner.
Scotland find a position of real strength now.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell.
Can he finish? And no mistake. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Scotland are having a ball here.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And that's going to be a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Mbappe.
Inter seem happy to bash their heads against the brick wall, Peter. That central route forward is just a no-go zone.
In by Messi. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. And they can counter here. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And it's Casemiro. And here's Mbappe. Messi. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And the counter is on. And here's Ansu Fati, and it's made its way to him. Oh, super decent chance! And he's stuck it away. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Caicedo.
Il quarto uomo indica 4 minuti di recupero.
Oh, that's still Messi! Oh, he really got hold of that. Scotland clearly now in lead preservation mode. Now it's Ansu Fati. And here's Messi. Van Dijk makes the interception. And there goes the final whistle. Scotland pretty much in utopia imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show... Scotland can almost taste it. They don't need to seal the deal here and now, of course, but their supporters sense that they can do it, and they will settle for nothing else. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Scotland with just one principal objective: 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. Now he's got space here, but it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be. Well, Peter, we're about to watch a terrific defender in Carlos Puyol. He'll lead by example and continually organise. His appetite and attitude to the game is absolutely fabulous. There's an awful lot to enjoy about his play.
And he exudes charisma.
He does, and I just love his leadership.
Cross goes in there. Cleared away. Decent chance! No, just not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Schneider, that pass has been well intercepted. And here's Mbappe. The referee's awarded a free kick. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he's managed to get free. A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Hazard just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Caicedo, Serginho, he'll try from distance! Not a bad try by any means.
Yeah, we can't fault him for the attempt, although it might have been a case of momentary tunnel vision then.
That has ended up in no man's land. And that's a throw-in. Messi. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Mohamed Salah. Serginho gets a foot in here. Now it's Hazard. Knocks it into space. And this is Shevchenko. He's found a way through. Lisandro Martinez clears without hesitation. He has found a way through. Lovely feet. Scotland yet to have an attempt on goal. And he's had it nicked away. Serginho. And here's the chance to counter.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Shevchenko! It's wide, but only just.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Casemiro. He's a sharp little ball here. Casemiro. And it's Schneider. That ball looks a good one. And this is Shevchenko. And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! And we have liftoff. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened.
Oh, they could be caught out here. And Shevchenko! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Barcelona have their second corner now. They've played it short. Van Dijk crosses in a chance! Firm header just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Right, Shevchenko. And Now the breakaway. No way through there. Tries to pass it through. Well, that pass isn't the best. Now that's well seen too. Casemiro. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Massaro! Magnificent from Massaro! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They are purring, truly purring. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Hazard. And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Mbappe. It's not an especially good pass, that. Neymar. Now it's Ansu Fati. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Ansu Fati delivers.
What a letdown when you've got such presence and movement.
Habrá 3 minutos de descuento.
Serginho is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, can he get onto this? And it's Messi. Hazard. Massaro. And the finish! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And with that chance, off the post. And the referee says that is that for the first half. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. Gets us going once more. Scotland not having the rob of the green at the moment. They are trailing. Right, Shevchenko. He is through here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And he's there to get it away.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
Hazard. Ansu Fati. Scotland do have a chance to counter here. And this is Shevchenko. And it's been hooked away. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. It's Hazard! Off the bar! Massaro! And no mistake! They are gorging themselves here on a seriously gorgeous scoreline. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Barcelona are having a ball here. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can...
He's had a shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! And now they can clear their lines. Mohamed Salah is onto it in a flash. Casemiro. Massaro. He's going for goal! A worldie and a half. He's got himself an absolute peach. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Look, all they want to hear right now is...
Oh, great chance! And he's there to belt it away. Nice control. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. It's a promising position. A real chance! And that's a sharp finish. And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Tries a shot! And it's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't...
And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Scotland can almost taste it. They don't need to seal the deal here and now, of course, but their supporters sense that they can do it, and they will settle for nothing else. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We are just getting started. Scotland with just... It's Salah! Goal! Scotland! And with that, they take a giant step towards the promised land. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Scotland have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
They still can't get carried away. They haven't been promoted just yet.
Here's found. Can he finish? And it's in! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. One moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Scotland are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Just about within shooting range. He's got away with one there.
Modern football for you. You get zero time to think on the ball. Take too long, and that happens. It gets pinched.
Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Good defending there. They've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Oh, super shot at goal! Nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
2-0 ahead already. It's been an almost perfect start. Casemiro! And it's there! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Number 5, Casemiro.
A case now of complete control.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Mohamed, and the shot! Mohamed Salah is flagged offside. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, red, nice interception. Hato, pressing high and with purpose. Ball is over the line. Hato, and it's Caicedo. It's Camavinga. Caicedo. Aims beyond the defence. Great chance! And yes, it's there! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Number 4.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Davis. And it's Davis for Messi. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Messi. Goes for a shot!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure. That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Caicedo cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Can he finish? And that's a tidy finish. And they're threatening to fly away here.
Some of those players look totally lost out there now, Peter, and you can't blame them.
Number 9.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Scotland are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Van Dijk different. In he goes again! And he seemed certain to get the sixth.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Caicedo engages and forces him off the ball. Casemiro driving forwards. And this is tries a shot! And that's in! They are purring, truly purring!
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
As if 3 weren't enough. This is nigh on utopian.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And he's found a way past. Fernandes. Neymar wins the duel this time. Is there any... It's Neymar! It's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
The goal scorer for Scotland after 44 minutes is
Caicedo.
number 18. Neymar.
And it's Fernandes. Now this could be a chance. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Ansu Fati! Keeper always had the measure of that.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Davis. And for the first half, that is that. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Chance! He's got a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
For Scotland after 47 minutes is number 18.
Caicedo.
Neymar.
Now it's Kane. Over to the right flank. He's picked his way through. It's Kane! And he's missed it.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
Now he's off and running. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Oh, good-looking ball. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Messi. And here's Kane, and he's got away from him. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And that's a really buccaneering run he's making. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. Camavinga. Now it's Kane. Now it's Valverde. Mohamed Salah being hounded, manhandled at times.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally they've decided to single him out.
Caicedo. It's a really well-measured ball. He's shifting through the gears here. Neymar, whose purpose now is to complete a hat-trick. Mbappe is onto this. Now it's Mohamed Salah. And he's cut it out. Kane. And it's Neymar. Neymar makes a dash for it. Neymar! Incredible! Just incredible!
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Caicedo. Salah. And he's in on goal. Shoots! And we have our very first corner. Besiktas have the chance to go the other way. Kane receives it in a good position here. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Kane was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Now it's Kane. And here's Messi. And it's Kane.
Besiktas appear determined to play through the middle again. And guess what? It's the same result.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Besiktas choosing to make the first change.
Well, to wait until now to make this change seems a bit baffling. He's expecting the miraculous to turn this around from here.
Messi. Well, facing up to his adversary. It's Kane! And he's hit it too high.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Substitution for Besiktas, number 4.
So we have further activity on the bench here.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And here's Mbappe. He's going for goal!
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Swings in across. And that's the keeper's ball. Messi. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And this is Neymar. Cross into the box. And the number on the board is 3. Neymar. And this is Mohamed Salah. Tries the cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And that is as far as it goes. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music.